right, everyone. My name is Leon Kennedy 411, and we are here with the Jets of Time Chrono Trigger Randomizer. We're doing the Alphador Tournament, Alphador Derby, and this is part of the larger Speedgaming tournament channels that are going on right now. I'm helping commentate today with a match of Mian versus Phone, and we have our co-commentator here with us as well, Aku.
Hello, everyone. And we got quite a matchup. Phone versus Mian today.
Yeah, two very knowledgeable runners. We are in the there's an upper and lower bracket with this double elimination tournament here, so there's a little bit of higher stakes here today. One person's gonna stay and one person's gonna go, but we are getting started right off the bat here. Here we go.
And we're starting with Frog and Robo, which is a good team. They both have access to heal eventually. But we cannot do my normal Denadoro start with these two as they are. So
Yeah, and they are...
And I wonder where they're going to go to get their first techs and a couple of levels.
Right. This is a cool team for a couple of things. It's just like it's two characters, unlike some of the others that are available to do some extra checks right off the bat. Sometimes you have to dig for those extra characters that can make some of these go mode checks, and you've got two right off the bat, so that's not bad. Doing a little bit of a shopping here. Different people have got different routes for how they do kind of their intro of stuff. Get a couple of shelters and revives, maybe some tonics and ethers, looking for those.
Yeah, you might not want to see me playing this then. I skipped this whole shopping thing.
Yeah, just your mentality of I'll find what I need. Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with the settings here, we're starting with 20,000 monies.
Yep.
And most of the items are cheapish. The more expensive thing right away is the snail stop item at 9,900 monies. And what Phone is doing is a free key item check.
Yeah.
Or a moonstone. The carpenter's wife will give you something. Mian, on the other side, is showing us a free shelter and a couple of easy fights to get those early techs.
For sure. Yeah, a couple spots where you know where to go to run around and look for, like, yeah, shelters and revives are probably the next most expensive thing people like to sometimes buy off the front. Can be useful, not necessarily if you don't ever save or don't die, you know. But if you need them, they're real good.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes it's... Go for it.
One of our other flags is boss rando, so we don't know what we're all going to need. And that is a
true.
hilt for sale today that Phone decided to not buy right away.
Yeah, I might come back and get it if they find the other half of that sword. That'd be a real quick go mode with having Frog accessible right off the bat.
And Water 2, Uzi Punch, and I think it was Robo Tackle. Really powerful early techniques.
Yeah.
Got that AoE, water attack, and one of Robo's best techniques. Just give him a really good arm.
Yeah, if he gets some good equipment, he can start really punching out some good numbers physically, which can be great. Yeah, it does. You know, with Robo and with having water too, it can make checking, you know, like desert pretty early, a viable option. Sometimes people like to run in there just to get the loot or to, you know, just get some techs and level ups a little bit. But you've got full access to kind of everything you need there. So sometimes doing a little bit of a, you know, there's the earliest of early game, you know, kind of fights we do here in the forest or going to do things in Cathedral. But if you can do something like Hecarim or Desert pretty early, it can be real nice.
And Mian did choose to buy that sword piece.
Yep. Thinking that might come in handy.
Right, and then you don't have to come back to buy it later if you find the other one. And in this situation, what would you be thinking? Like, would you be going to grab another character or looking to grind some levels?
I usually think, like, if you're gonna go grind, I at least want to get a third character for sure. I think I would at least, if nothing else, go to the back, just go to the first part of Cathedral, right?
Right. And then you get that bromide, then you can turn that in, get one of each tab.
Something that's been interesting for me to learn, being a little bit newer to, like, really trying to figure out what's the best, like, optimal choices is when to use those tabs. You know, like, if you feel like this team is good enough, you know, you just go for it. Sometimes you wait, sometimes you use them right away. Yeah. Someone, I'm just going to point out here, asking in the chat about how does the map work? You start with having access to the Epoch, and you get 1000 AD and 600 AD. So starting here at the beginning, you get access to those two eras and a handful of dungeons that you can check things right away. The Cathedral's one, the Desert is one, and the mountains, and then you can get access to Giant's Claw, which is a little bit more of a later game one if you get the opening for it with the Thomas Pop. If you can get something like the Rainbow Shell and Marl, that can help you do the King's Trial sequence. But as soon as you get two main key items, either the Pendant or the Gate Key, it'll let you access to the future with the Pendant, or Gate Key gets you the two past ones, 65 million and 12,000 BC. So that's how it starts, and then it opens up. Kind of similar to some other randomizers, I think. I haven't played a lot of them. I don't know if Aqua, if you have, but like Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy VI, I think do things like that too.
I've played several different randomizers, and each one is different in their own way.
For sure, yeah.
And Phone is picking up Marl. And we got certain places where we get character checks. Phone picking up Marl and then leaving right away.
Yeah, might be coming in here to use the Desert to level up, and using Marl as their third character here to level up, which I don't think is a bad idea.
Right now it's not, because Water 2 will destroy the enemies here.
It's huge, yeah. Yeah, it's like, again, looking in the chat here, if you're thinking about playing, it's pretty fun to get into. It really is. There's a lot of really good resources on our Discord and a lot of really good guides. Just to run around and play the rando is real fun. And someone else saying, yeah, the objectives appearing on the screen. Yeah, that's a good clarification. So for this randomizer, you certainly do not need to get everything. There's a handful of different paths, which is one of the coolest things I think about the Chrono Trigger Rando, is there's 3 different main, what they're called go modes, to beat the game. 2 of them involve going to Lavos, and 1 of them involves going to fight Queen Zeal at the end. And of those all key items that are going to be colored here on the screen, 1 of them is half of the sword for the Masamune, and you need Frog for that. For it's called the Magus layer, the Magus Castle Go mode. You need Frog. You need both pieces of the sword. You need to forge it, and then you go in through Magus's castle, and then you can eventually go to the Kingdom of Zeal and go through the Ocean Palace, which will lead you to Lavos. That's 1 of the 3. Aku, do you want to talk about the other 2?
Yeah, the other 2 is Gate Key, Dreamstone, and Ruby Knife. We got them all set up on the tracker in an order, like, together to show unity, kind of.
Yeah. This newer version of the tracker is great.
It is, and it's parallel to the tracker we use. But that go mode, you have to go to the prehistoric area, go through Tyranno Lair, beat up Azala, then you can get into the Ocean Palace to fight Lavos at the end. Then the third go mode is Pendant, Clone, and Trigger, which unlocks a future to go up Death's Peak, and then the Black Omen and fighting Zeal as the final boss.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're gonna try this out, which I think is great, there are a couple different standard kind of presets. And we're using kind of a standard Millennial Pricks preset. The upper bracket will be using a hard mode sort of version, but if you're new, there's like a new player preset. I highly recommend doing that for your first couple tries.
Yeah, that is Gato Cup is a newer player preset, and we just announced Gato Cup today.
Yeah, so I saw that.
So if anyone's interested in trying, you'll be paired up, or you can ask experienced runners to help you out.
I'm honestly thinking about even doing it myself. Like, I thought this was so fun, but I'm not super well experienced. Like, I already lost my 2 matches, so I'm already out, you know? Like, I feel like I learned a lot in the last 3 weeks, like, but I still have a lot I could learn. So I'm just interested in learning more and more.
Yeah, this being an open world RPG rando, there's a lot. Of course, a lot is taken out, but it gives more flavor to it as well.
And there's so many cool options that I'm learning about of like alternative ways to play. Like there's these basic presets, but there's also these other really cool modes where it's Legacy of Cyrus or Ice Age, where it focuses on certain eras that you don't get as often in the kind of what we use as almost the basic presets for these tournaments. Or there's Chronosanity, which is a version where you open up all the chests in addition to all the key item checks, and key items can just be in a random chest. And so there's just a lot of cool options. There's character randos. You can get like 3 frogs on your team, you know, just like weird stuff.
Yeah, our runners are going around doing their own paths of doing the same things, which most openings are the same.
Mm-hmm.
You're only so strong, and if you go someplace that's too strong, you're gonna struggle. So, phone is saving and probably gonna check that bridge
to see what it is. Yep. And both of them did a little leveling up here in the desert, which makes sense with their team.
And we save before checking the bridge because we can see what the item is before committing to going to the boss. And we can just reset back to where we were.
Dreamstone. Okay, so that is one of the 3 Gomo items needed for that path if you're going to go to prehistory and go through Tyranno Lair. So that's a good one to start with. Looks like he is going to go through with it, because you can kind of soft reset out and be like, okay, I know what it is, but I don't want to get it right now. But looks like they're probably going for it.
Yeah, and the other thing is, this is 2 boss fights that are really easy, and then the main boss. So I say it that way because you can get really good items from these 2 fights, and it'll be the same item each time you get into the fight. We took out the random you might not get an item from a fight to it being guaranteed items.
Yeah, which is nice. And Mian is now switching to a different era, so we're getting a floppier to 1000 AD. Did not finish the desert, didn't check what the boss was, just kind of looted it and gained some levels, but there is still like the dungeon clear there with fighting the boss.
Right, and
we got some kitties.
That boss is higher leveled, so like I wouldn't really be wanting to fight it right now either.
Yeah, it's not crazy high, but it's harder than like doing Cathedral or something for sure.
Yeah, our strong level spots is level 15, And our Gomo dungeons start out at level 20, as far as difficulty goes. And we're getting ruby guns on the bridge.
Guns.
Which could be good for Luca, but she's usually more the spellcaster.
Usually. Here's our first randomized boss for the bridge. It is Original Slash. So this might be a little tough, just because he does resist water damage completely, but we've got some decent physical output, which is what you want to use against him, so might be just fine.
Yeah, resists water and then also resists magic in general.
Mm-hmm.
Or takes reduced damage from magical.
But we got haste from Marl. We got some Uzi punches going off from the robot. I think this is going to be just fine. He can dish out some pretty bad physical, but...
And we also have boss spot HP, so if you know the HP of the area, you'll know how much damage you have to do. There is a spreadsheet on the wiki showcasing every spot.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, if this is something you're new to and you're interested in like learning about it, I see some people in the chat like, hey, this sounds cool. Like, yeah, kind of the basic, easier presets won't do the boss rando. It'll be original bosses and the original spaces, but still the whole open world concept. So that can be an easy way to figure it out. But when you add in boss rando, it really changes up things quite a bit.
And there's some bosses that were taken out for the regular rando that have been added back in for boss rando.
That's true, yeah. Dalton Plus is in there now. Atropos, I think, is in there now.
Yes, Atropos is another one that was
am I forgetting?
removed. North Cape Magus.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Mud Imp.
Mud Imp, yep, that's right.
There's not too much taken out, but enough to kind of notice.
Yeah, there's not really much that's missing. I think the sewer guy, Crawley, like he's just one.
Crawley's still there.
That's true, he's still there.
He's not randomized, and you can walk around him with the epic.
Yeah. So, okay, so now we're gonna see here.
Yeah, Mia's gonna be climbing Denadora Mountain, which has lately that's been a place to go to change your go mode.
Yeah, a lot of the seeds from this tournament have had Denadora be a place like, oh, I probably shouldn't have skipped it. So here we go. This is North Cape Magus. So this is the one where, if you played the vanilla game, this is where you fight him in 12,000 BC, not in his castle. So not quite the same fight as the castle fight.
Right, and he'll start counterattacking after 50% of his HP is gone, and also doing the AOE spells.
Yeah. So he's got Marl here setting up the re-raises and maybe even hastes too. We'll have to see. Kind of having a oh crap backup strats just in case.
As far as adding boss rando to Gato Cup, like you can, but you almost might as well just go with the Millennial preset.
Yeah, I would think just try Gato Cup 1 or 2 times just to figure out like how the progression works. You know, like once you understand how the progression works, then you can add in some more randomized things. That'd be my suggestion.
Mian got caught by that jerk bird right there.
Yep. Yeah, for those newish here and watching, like all these dungeons have like there are certain skips if you move in certain ways to like not get encounters, and this Denadoro Mountain is a big one where there's just a lot of places you can skip around and not have fights. But they're all over the game.
And the main difference between Gatto Cup and Millennial Pre or regular presets is you'll get better items earlier on in the Gatto Cup.
Yep. Does Gatto Cup also let you have magic right off the bat?
Yes, it does.
It does. Okay, yeah. So in this version of what you're watching right now, all the characters that need to go to Specchio to like learn how to use magic is like Chrono, Luca, Marl, and Frog. And so you have to get there's a couple different ways to get there. But if you never get there, they'll only learn their first 3 techs, unlike people like Robo or Ayla or Magus, who will keep learning all their magic. So that can be a big thing sometimes for where you want to go next or who you want to use for your team. But in the Gatto Cup settings, everyone can use magic all the time.
Phone taking out North Cape Magus, so he can, with that Robo, he can talk to Fiona and then get the key item from Fiona's Shrine in the present age.
We're already at a point, we've been into this point since pretty much the seed started, where it's like, we're only one item away from a go mode, technically. If we find where both pieces of the sword are, we've got Frog. But who knows? That they could be far hidden in the seed. We don't know.
Or that could be the progression needed for the other go modes of going through Magus' Castle to unlock Mount Woe to get something from there. And this is one of the 2 shops that has guaranteed lapises.
That's true. Yeah, a really good kind of almost endgame type item where you get a full party heal for 200 HP, which can be real nice. Did a little bit of menuing and shopping there while you're checking.
And you can do the paradox thing of having Robo pull down Robo.
Yep. Some grandfather paradox Robo, something time travel. So we're going to see what this key item check is here, because we had Robo and completed the desert. And it's Toma's Pop. So that doesn't unlock any new eras or anything, but it unlocks another dungeon that we can check here in 1000 AD. You put the pop on his grave, and then you'll be able to access the actual dungeon in 600 AD. Not a super hard or long dungeon, but the boss at the end has a lot of HP, because it's initially the Rust Tyranno.
I think it's slightly lowered, and Rust Tyranno, wherever that is, gets increased HP of whatever that spot is.
Yeah, the boss by HP is something I still don't fully 100% got down.
Yeah. And that's just a small quirk with only that one boss. The other boss that has a quirk to it is Son of Sun, where it's still 10 hits.
Sure, yeah. There you go.
Mian got to the top of Denadoro and is fighting Masamune. Phone is going into Giant's Claw.
Yeah, for this Masamune fight, you just have to beat one of them. And then once you beat one of them, the actual randomizer boss will show up for what the big guy would be. Now, it'll be interesting to see here if Phone ends up fighting some of these rebels or not. They give a lot of HP, or a lot of tech points and experience, but they're real hard to hit and they take a while. So, I don't know, what would you think here, Aku? What would you do?
I would be very excited about that Crisis Arm that Mian just got.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's a Nizbel, and Nizbel 2, Robo does no shock. I think. No, he doesn't yet. Okay. Either way, magic works.
Yeah. Not all, like vanilla, you don't actually have to use lightning. It can help because it lowers his defense, but you can just use other magic against this guy. There is a rock up here that you could check, because if it's a gold rock... Nope, silver, okay. We could have had... We could have had a cool team combo there with the rocks.
Yeah, and Mian got the white rock on Denadora Mountain.
Oh, good. I missed that. Okay, so we know we're two. It's silver and white. I think everyone just likes seeing when a rock party actually works. When you get off
We all know.
It's just fun. Yeah, we are fighting some rubbles here.
Yeah, and it's always decent to at least try. Your hit might not be high enough, and you still have to do 500 points of damage to it to take it out. And I think one more hit from anyone should do it.
Yep, there we go. 1,000 experience, 50 tech, a lot of levels, Cure Beam. Oh, I didn't see an item on them, though.
There was no item.
There was no item that time. Sometimes you get some real good stuff on them. Sometimes you get nothing.
Yeah, and if you know your techs and you're under 50, that's a good time to fight them because then you get that tech double effect.
That's right. I almost forgot that was a thing. That's true, and that's from the way the original game is coded, right? That's just a thing.
Correct.
That if you have less than what you need and you get that, you double up on the points.
Right. So you want it to be like really low. So it doesn't matter. You get it, and then it just doubles.
Yeah. And now we're fighting other Slash. Look at that.
Yeah, Super Slash has no resistances to magic.
Yeah, he's the second one you fight in the vanilla game, but actually is a little bit easier, I would say, just in terms of his pattern and resistances and whatnot.
Right. He is easier, and you can also status affect him.
Oh, yeah, good call. That's true. That's definitely something I forget about sometimes, is like when to use, if you've got Provoke or Hypno Wave or whatever, which bosses are good to use that against.
Boogie is amazing as well.
Or Boogie, yeah, there you go. Alright, Mian finally taking out Nisbel here, that's good.
Right. Yeah, in the vanilla game you need lightning to take out Nisbel, but we've taken out that because you don't always have lightning. So any magic works and deals damage. And Phone getting through that fight.
A 2-note check's about to come up. Just about the same time here. It's kind of cool.
Ruby Knife on Phone and Pendant on Mian's side.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, Ruby Knife and Dreamstone, 2 of 3 for Trian or Layer Go mode.
Yeah, just need Gate Key. And Gate Key could be in the future, meaning Mian might be getting Gate Key.
But doesn't know where those other things are, so...
Right. But...
Yep.
And it's still uncertain where anything really is.
It always seems like you're close, and yet you always seem like you're far away at the same time. You know?
Yeah, and it's because there's no logic, as in progression needs to lead to progression. The only logic is we have to be able to get everywhere and be able to do everything.
Right. That's the logic is everything is at least accessible. So right now, Phone still only has access to these 2 eras. And Mian could run around and keep doing things in 1,000 and 600, but at some point is probably going to jump to the future.
If Phone climbing this mountain will give him access to the pendant.
I did notice Mian was going, because he went up here kind of early, you know, running in and getting a couple extra chest checks. I'm often a proponent of I want to jump down that waterfall because I know it takes time, but I always get really good stuff from it. And maybe that's just because I have a good relationship with the waterfall. I don't know, but sometimes it feels like you get nothing. So there's a couple out of the way checks they're tiered in different ways, based on kind of I don't know how it works, but if they're a little further out of the way, sometimes it'll be a higher tier chest to get a better item. And something really cool too, like I was mentioning before with the different modes, like the Chrono Sanity mode of opening up, chests in all the dungeons and on the overworld and stuff. The first time I did it, I was kind of intimidated by like, oh gosh, this is going to take forever and all. But actually, it's not that bad, It's actually kind of fun running around and looking for everything.
Right. Like the one thing I personally don't like about it is then you're not going after the bosses.
That's true. Sometimes if you find the chest, you might just dip out of the dungeon. Yeah, that's true. I've looked at the spreadsheets of the Chrono Sanity, and it's like, well, if you find something in here, now there's only like a less than 1% chance that you're going to find another key item in this dungeon, but it still could. It could.
Right, and Danadoro at one time could have 4 items.
Really?
And I don't think any of the other places could have as many. Like 2 or 3 at most, and then Danadoro with 4. And that's just how the rando worked.
Sure, yeah. I've done a very small amount of other like Link to the Past, I think, has a mode like that where you just have to open up all the chests, and it's got a similar thing where it's like, well, if you find the item in this dungeon, there's probably not another one there, but there might be. I don't know how it all works.
That is another one I run competitively.
Do you? Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay, so we got a Lumen Robe there down at the waterfall, which is a pretty dang good armor for our ladies.
Yeah, it is. And if you know the chests, like which ones are higher graded than the other ones, you can kind of route them in.
Talking to this little guy in the mountain here, because tabs are good, mountains are nice.
Oh, mian reset out of that North Cape Magus fight.
Rough, yeah.
Saying it's going to be too rough, you can't do it right then.
Looks like he's going to try again. That's why we save and try again. Sometimes you just got to get the right damage output and the right cycle. Sometimes you just want to set up a little bit more, maybe trying to get up the re-raises or the hastes if necessary.
And there are battle setting levels that you can have. Like, a lot of runners will have it at speed 2.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're having troubles with a fight, lower your speed from 2 to 3 or 3 to 4, and you'll have more time for your button presses.
Yeah, just those quick inputs of going from item to attack or whatever. Yeah, for sure.
And we also go on wait instead of active, so that way when we are in a menu, the ATB bars stop for you and the opponents.
Yeah, there might be an idea of oh, but wouldn't, active be faster because then things are moving faster? And it's like, well, I've tried it. It's so hard. You just get hit more.
You do, because when you're in your menu, the enemies are still moving and doing things, and you're paused, essentially.
Yeah. So almost always it's actually faster to be on wait. Looks like Mian is also checking out a couple extra chests here, and doing a little bit of extra grinding, just getting a couple extra fights to see if any of these things could help. Like a Lapis. A Lapis might help with this fight.
Right.
So, not a terrible call.
A full party, just about a full party heal. 200
Especially at
hit
this
points
lower
is
level.
a lot.
Yep. And even though, like, mian technically, you know, had a loss there against the boss, that doesn't mean they're necessarily behind, you know? Like, we still, no one's in a go mode, everyone's still looking for things. They could just end up taking the right choices, the right paths, and get what they need.
And even if you are in a go mode and the other person that is a little bit behind can still catch up with a different party composition as well.
For sure. Yeah, lots of things can make a difference. You know, not all go modes are created equal in this game, as we've learned.
And
Yeah,
Fawn
different-
getting his pendant.
Yeah. So they could still go to Heckram's cave. No one's gone there yet. Or Fawn could just jump to the regular trial here now and go to prison. We'll see. Looks like they are going Heckram's.
Yeah, Heckram's cave is a really good place for lots of tech points, which
For sure.
only Robo will get from. And both players have not checked the back of Cathedral for another character check.
That's true. That's true.
Not that any other character will lock anything, but it could be someone to help with these boss fights and progress faster.
Yeah. Yeah, depending on who they're looking for. If you had this team comp, Aku, would you be looking or wanting anyone else in particular?
I would already have gone through back of Cathedral.
You would have. Okay. Because you're looking for someone? Anyone?
Someone to replace Marl.
Okay.
Honestly, like I'd be hoping for Ayla.
Yeah. I know, like, I'm not usually a huge fan of Marl the randomizer, but she's got haste and re-raise and ice too, so this is the one time I might be like, yeah, actually, she's good. I don't know.
Yeah, and team compositions and what you do, it comes down to personal preference.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Magus can be a big jerk because he'll counterattack with an AoE after his 50% health is gone.
It might just be a matter of, like, to minimize the amount of counter-attacking he's doing, is just use whatever your strongest move is, and just have the other people heal or whatever. Unless you know you're close to getting him down.
Yeah, and he'll still do his normal attacks, which is an AoE attack as well.
Yes, yes.
Don't put that crisis arm on Robo. Robo's
Crisis
best
arm.
weapon, if you know how to use it.
Yeah, knowing how to use it is definitely key there. Wanting him to be at his last digit of his HP to be on the higher end, like a 7, 8, or 9 would be ideal.
Yeah, and it's because of that arm that his HP always ends in a 5. We got Giga Mutant.
Yeah, so I don't know the full extent of how that works differently than in vanilla. How does the HP value of Robo change in the randomizer?
It really hasn't changed. His HP value is the same as a vanilla game.
Okay. You said something about it always being on a 5, or at least a 5?
His max HP, if you look at it,
Yeah.
will be something 5. So when you max out his HP, it's ending on a 5.
Gotcha. I've only ever I didn't realize 100% how that worked. I think the only time I used it well in a rando was when I just gave him like a gold earring or something to max him up to 999, and then I gave him the crisis arm, and that was fun. But that's good to know. Yeah.
And phone taking quick work of that Giga Mutant.
Yeah,
Gonna see
real quick.
the key item here on Tabin.
It's a jerky. So not much of a progression item. You just turn it in to get a real high tier something.
Right.
Some people skip it. Some people go for it.
The earlier you get it, the better it is because you can more than likely use it.
Yeah. Earlier feels better. Sometimes though, I just feel like it ends up being a waste of time because it's like a weapon for a character that I never get. You know. But sometimes it's what makes the run. You know. One of our previous tournaments, matches a week or so ago, someone got a Taban suit for Lucas, who gave her +3 speed, and that was just huge. I can't remember whose that was, but like that's the reason to get it.
And it's a prism helm this time.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
So yeah,
Good for anybody.
protection from all and really good defense.
I'm guessing Phone is going to be heading to the future now with the pendant, so we're going to be seeing both characters. Unless I'm missing something that he hasn't done yet.
No, that's all he has left is go to the future.
Yeah.
Mian got Thomas Pop and is not going to go to the Giant's Claw. He's going straight to the future now. There's more checks in the future and another character check.
Yep.
And sent Robo to prison.
Sent the robot to prison. Do you have any like generally I just wonder about like, would you just want your fastest character that's got, you know, quick little physical attacks to get out of prison to go first, but do you have any rhyme or reason why you'd want Robo or some other character to go through prison, or do you think it's not that big a deal?
I usually go with my faster characters. But anyone that can one-shot the guards would be good enough.
Right.
And if you have AoE, the two battles that have two guards can be easily taken care of.
Yes, that's true. We got a frog and a robot going to prison. And yeah, so once we get through this sequence, there'll be a fight on the bridge where the dragon tank would be. And then they'll have access to the future, which gives them 1 character check and 3 other checks for key items. One is in Eris Dome, one is in Genodome, and one is at the Son of Sun Palace. So those 3 spots, and also they get the pendant to get leveled up. So all those black chests throughout the whole game now can be open. And usually we run through and grab a couple of those right away, the easy ones. But they're all open after that.
And me and saving Fritz.
Saving Fritz, because they're good. Oh yeah, I should mention too, someone from that chat is like, yes, you can get access to the end of time as well through the future. If you get the gate key, you can get there right away, and it's real quick. But if you want to take a little time to go through factory, it doesn't give you any go mode or any just item checks, but it does give you access to the end of time, so you can level up characters' magic and get more magic spells. So that might be the first thing they do. I don't know. Just depends. Maybe you'd probably check with that other characters first and then see if you want to go through factory. And Phone is skipping Fritz. Nope, we're 1 for 2.
And if you save Fritz and you find Chrono, you can get 10 mid-ethers.
Yeah, which is nothing to sneeze at.
No, it's not. And using mid-ethers to get MP is much faster than regular ethers.
And isn't Fritz's shop also one of the shops that always has lapises guaranteed? Is that true?
Yes, that is.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're both coming up on this here pretty quick. Mian's gonna get there first. I didn't quite pay attention there to who was like at a higher level. Guessing they're kind of similar, but
They should be similar. And we got Mother Brain helping out the Chancellor.
I don't know if I've ever seen her here. What they want to do here is take out 2 of those displays. 2 so they stop healing Mother Brain all the time. But you definitely want to leave 1, because if you take out all 3, she starts going berserk, and it's not a good time.
Yeah, that line attack from Mother Brain can be devastating if it targets a member at the back.
It's all 3 of you.
And the displays, you can status affect them so they stop healing.
That's true, yeah. I don't think Marla has Provoke right now, so that won't work. But yes, good to know. Ooh, Marla got Chaos and then shot one of the displays. That actually worked out.
And that's the purpose of Chaos. Like why Mother Brain has that is so you unwittingly take out her displays and she can go into angry boss mode.
Kind of being a meanie. I wonder if Mian grabbed a couple of heals. Could heal Marl here, because yeah, that could happen. She could hit the other one.
Well, Marl's healed from her Chaos right now anyway.
Yep, there we go. Hopefully they can
Won't
take
get
it down
through
pretty
his
quickly.
fight. Now this is showing like knowledge of bosses, how to deal with the boss, and also the randomness of the boss and how it deals with you.
Yep. And yeah, just like that Prism Helm already helping out. Keeping people alive. No statuses. That might be it. No, not quite.
No, not quite.
Quite. We are going to check some chests now here with the upgraded pendant in the back. Good items. Equipment.
The blue mail is good. Better with the Zeal ending
Yes, for that hexagon mist.
that we always hope we never see. And Mian getting through his Mother Brain fight.
Bad. Phone healing up here, but still being kind of hungry. Hope they ate lunch before their match. Ooh, some sunshades. That's neat.
Plus 25% damage to everything that character deals out.
Yep, I'm doing just a little bit of extra looting here throughout the future.
Yeah, these are higher tier chests.
Ooh, going for a little bit more. Okay. I don't often see people go all the way through here in a non-Chrono Sanity run. Okay, just the 3. Yeah, okay. I usually just grab the 1, but it's cool to go in a little bit deeper. You might get something good.
Yeah, like there is one more chest, but it's on the next screen.
Oh yeah, you might fly around. Oh, looks like they are. There we go.
Yeah.
I'd be too scared to go in here because I have not learned what like the skips would be for this entire dungeon. So I wouldn't want to run into anything.
Yeah, and if you ever play Epic Fail, that's where you really want to learn the skips.
Sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Oh yeah, you look at all these skips through the sewers too.
Right. Yeah, you'd almost think there's no fights whatsoever with a runner going through like this.
But Phone is just executing everything super well. So definitely a lot of these, like, you wouldn't know. There's no way you would know what all of these are if you were just trying to like guess. You know, you have some of these you just gotta look up and figure out what they are.
Phone not getting this skip. If you press right while leaving that door, you can skip that little cutscene.
Okay. Yep. And Mian goes straight to this character check here. Yeah, it is kind of interesting sometimes being 50 minutes into a seed and being like, am I about to switch up my party? You know, only having 3 characters, and we might see a switch here. There's Ayla. Marl might be coming out, we'll see.
Yeah, it depends on who Mian likes more.
Yep, all up to them.
If Frog doesn't have Leap Slash, and we don't know where Leap Slash might be on his...
Yeah, doesn't have Leap Slash, looks like Frog.
And with Marl having Ice 2, that could be Cube Tosser. Those attacks.
Yep, for sure.
And we got the head of Black or Rust Tyranno in Son of Sun.
Oh. Which is basically just a do lots of damage quick fight.
And Robo will do that with that Uzi Punch.
Uzi Punch and Glacier should be good for this, I would think.
Yeah, Uzi Punch doing 1,000 with a 3. Or... No, it was at a 4 or 5. Because there's a HP down effect with Rust Tyranno.
Oh, sure. Yeah, right.
And
And Mian just opted to run back to Dumbos Pop now instead of checking all the future things. Which was the Dreamstone, or was it the Jerky?
Jerky, I
Jerky,
believe.
yeah, okay. Oh, maybe they're actually doing Heckram.
Or no,
Maybe.
Dreamstone?
Dreamstone?
Because I think this was the Jerky.
Maybe that was, yeah. Heckram is Jerky.
Heckram is Jerky. Ruby
Okay,
Knife.
there we go. Oh, Ruby Knife, sorry. Not Ruby Knife. They both have Ruby Knife, I think. Yep, and there's a couple of skips here in Heckram's Cave as well. You can mix one of these first fights with the big blue ant dudes, and then the bats as well, if you don't want. But they give decent tech, so...
The Rust Tyranno, we didn't see it, but it has a random element that he'll use as his ultimate attack.
That's right. Hero Medal. Okay.
Another check and a great accessory for Frog.
Yep. Yeah, what? No, I'm not going to remember either off the top of my head. What exactly does it all do? I just know it make Frog good. It's like a prism... What is it? You probably know.
I used to know.
I think it gives him either sunshades, and then like barrier. I get the ones confused with what Robo's Ribbon and Hero's Medal do. But it gives you much better attack, raises crit. I thought it gave Barrier Shield. Maybe I'm making that up. All that stuff is up there on that Jets of Time wiki. So if you ever go up on there, it's got all the good info.
It's Prism Specs and Barrier and Shield.
And she also does both. Okay, I was wrong. It's both.
Yes. And also increases crit rate of the Masamune Blade and Grand Leon.
Yes, I think that's the vanilla thing, is it gives higher
right,
crit rate.
That is vanilla as well.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really, really good. Oh, and we're going Genodome, it looks like here. Okay. Fun times.
And I know Phone has been kind of talking about Genodome.
Okay.
Some of us top runners, or runners from a long time ago even, went to Genodome before WoW, until Ice Age became a thing, and then we transferred our thoughts to WoW.
Yeah, just starting to do them both more. They both seem a little bit intimidating, you know. They're a little bit longer dungeons. There's higher level enemies and stuff. But like most of the dungeons in the game, you know, if you've got the right stuff, you're set up to do it, and you know what the skips are, you can totally do it. And sometimes it's a lot more beneficial to go to a later game dungeon early, because you can get, you know, better higher tier equipment, and you level up and get techs faster and stuff. So. Still no unlocked magic on anyone, but they might not be super caring about that right now with their techs and team compositions.
Well, I think I would be trying to find a way to unlock magic.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, well, I could do one more quick check, see if I get that gate key, and then if I don't, maybe I just go through factory to get there. I do know, like, in my previous game, I gambled way too much. I was like, I can do one more check, I can do one more check. It's like, no, I probably should have just gone with where I could have gone to win. And it's just, that doesn't work out sometimes. You're like, if I can save 5 minutes, maybe I can just get this other check done, but
and then
that's the rando.
And they're at like 10, 15 minutes later.
Yep.
Saying, why didn't I do that then?
Yep. And that's the gamble. That's what makes it fun, I think, you know? It's just like, well, I could do this, I could do this. And there's a decently hard check here in the, or not check, just skip here in Genodome, where you can actually do the conveyor belt if you've got pretty perfect timing, without having to flip it the other way.
Right. And that is a vanilla runner trick to do as well.
Yeah.
For the 100% runs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, yeah, because you wouldn't have to do it in any percent. It would be a 100% thing.
Right, or anything that also uses Robo's Crisis Arm.
Sure, okay, yeah.
And you can get both of these chests without triggering this fight, but you have to get that bottom chest on the top left.
Yeah, I don't know if I know this one very well. Like, I know how to do the conveyor belt skip, at least in theory. I've done it a couple of times, but I didn't know about this room. I don't often go in this room, so
right.
Probably some good loot in here.
Most of the loot in here is higher tiered.
Sure.
And the enemies have a little over 1,000 hit points, so you have to hit them really hard.
Yeah. That is sometimes a factor of, like, if you want to go in through some dungeon or somewhere, it's like, can I one-shot the enemies? Because if you can't, that might be a reason not to go in.
And mian getting through the Hecarim cave fight.
Yep.
gonna get his jerky.
See if he turns it in or not.
It would be worth turning it in, but we know what it turns into.
Right. Yeah. You know, if it's like you say that the Chrono was over there in Frog's Burrow, and that's where he's hiding out. It's like, oh, it's a rainbow. Yeah, okay. Gonna go take a nap in Chrono's house. So far, Mian has saved Fritz and petted the cat, and Phone's done neither. Neither of which thing is necessary for completing the seed. They're just fun things we like to do. They go real quick.
Go and take out some of these enemies. Gonna take out more enemies because none of these you can really skip. There's very few battles that are actually skippable in Genodome.
Right.
Mian's gonna get his Prism Helm.
Yep.
And
which
also
I'm sure he'll be like,
yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's good.
And getting the, well, I thought he was gonna get the chest up top. Unless if he already did.
Oh yeah, because he's got the pendant unlocked. See, these are those things that little things I might forget about too. Is like, that's right. At that point, you could go grab it. And you probably would be something good.
Yeah, and it's about 8 to 10 minutes to grab most to all of the sealed chests after doing the pendant.
Yeah, I rarely go around and grab all of them. But
as
sometimes you can.
As far as who's ahead, we don't know yet.
Yeah, Phones looks like he's got a couple extra checks done, but that doesn't mean anything. Like, Phone could just be making unlucky guesses, and Mian could make some luckier ones and end up getting there first. And they could do different go modes, and they could execute differently. They have different team compositions, so it's really hard to say at this moment.
Right, and like this could just lead to Robo's ribbon as far as we know.
Yep, we don't know. They need to find the other half of the sword if they want to do the go mode with Magus' castle, or they need to find the gate key to do the Terranolair go mode, or they need to find the clone to do the Black Omen go mode. So that is nice in the sense that Phone has any one of those three could work. It's not highlighted on Phone's screen now, but knows where the one half of the sword is. The Ben held.
Yeah, Phone was very close to getting that conveyor skip.
Yeah, we're gonna try it again here. You gotta get some real precise movement here. It's not too bad, but you can't make a mistake. Hold up. Nice. Good job. That is definitely doing it twice. Definitely still saves time.
Mian going through Giant's Claw.
Yep. And this is one of the escort missions of all time with this little robot guy.
Yeah, there's a little barrier to the left of the robot that you can't go through, but the robot can.
Yep. And I didn't know about that until I started doing Jets of Time. I had no idea that you could go through that barrier.
Yeah, it's so that way the robot doesn't get stuck.
Yep, because it can. We've all had it get stuck.
It'll get stuck in other places.
Tone executing a very good Genodome here. Just about wrapping up, going to the boss here.
There's a couple more laser fights yet.
Yep,
and
a couple more laser fights.
And he's been looting, so he'll probably loot everything else as well.
That's true. Yeah, there are a couple extra chests back here. Extra magic tab, magic seal.
And Ian's probably thinking about fighting the rebels.
Yep. Might do what Phone did and just see if they give an item, or... Yeah, might just fight one, we'll see. They take a while, but they give a lot of good stuff, so... Rebel fights.
Phone found a Gloom Helm, a really good helmet for Magus.
Who we haven't seen yet, so is either at back of Cathedral or is in Dactyl's Nest. Him and Luca, I think, are the last two we haven't seen. And doing one more Rebel fight.
Yeah, one of his attacks was 70 away.
Yeah. Checking out that. I didn't see if Mian looked for whatever the rock was here.
You know, and unless if you are going to be trying to do a triple tech team, the rocks don't do much.
Yeah, in this mode, they don't do anything except for that. Gear Rando, correct me if I'm wrong, is part of the upper bracket seed? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
so that could add things where there's a couple pluses and minuses, but the rocks can, like, they could add, like, anything. They could have a prism specs on a rock, or who knows, you know.
Could be speed, could be magic defense.
Yep. And we got a quick little Yakra here.
Yeah, Yakra at the end. It should be easy.
Yeah, and I think, correct me here if I'm wrong, but this fight doesn't have a huge amount of HP. Like, this boss spot is not. Like, the dungeon's kind of tough and long, but the boss is not.
I think this is set at level 12.
Okay.
And Robo doing a 0-point Uzi punch because his last digit ended in a 0.
Yep. Yep, that's the thing you always got to be aware of with the Crisis Arm.
And Yakra doing his little counterattack, damaging everyone.
And they're out.
Yeah. For a Prism Shard.
Prism Shard. So, no progression for Goma, but it is another check they can do. Also, not super long. They've got Marl, and they've got access to it, so could be another quick one to look at.
Right.
Which, like, they're doing right now.
Yeah, and you might as well continue with the thing that you found. And you're using Marl. You need her in your party to do the fight.
Yeah, that was one of the things I didn't remember. Was you have to have her in the fight in the party to actually go through it. Which if she's not one of your main characters, sometimes it's like, oh, well.
And with the beta, you can check what the item is first, or just go up to the boss fight, take out the boss, and then grab whatever it is.
That's right, yeah. It's kind of like peeking with Zenny Bridge a little bit. You can just kind of see what it is. But then you gotta run and run back, so, like, I guess it takes a little more time, but you get to see what it is, so... It's a little bit of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other if you want to see, or just do it.
Right, and the items in the basement are all really high-tier items.
That's true, too. That's a good point, yeah. Yeah, you either pick them up before the fight or after the boss fight, so...
Yeah, with that 0-point Uzi punch, that could be a mistake. Like, he already set the Uzi punch to go off, and then Yakra did the attack, reducing Robo's HP to 0.
Yeah, to have the last digit be 0, so... Might have been unlucky.
Yeah, it's more unlucky. Like, if it did one more point, it would have been a tremendous hit.
Yeah, like if his HP had gone onto a 9 at the end, it would have been great, so...
Yeah. And now we got our series, which is a really easy boss fight. The boss spot HP gets divided into 4 parts, and you have to take out 4 parts at once. Or you want to, anyway.
Mian finishing up Slash over here, and Giant's Claw. About to see that they are going to pick up the Ruby Knife. And then Phone's got to run to the basement. Decent chance it'll be go mode here, just because they are slowly whittling away at options for checks. So could be clone or gate key or the other half of the sword. Could be Rebel's Ribbon.
Yeah, because they did not go through the other dome in the future.
Yeah, Eris Dome is still another spot.
And going through the basement after the boss, you don't have the little enemies coming at you down here.
That's true. Yeah, which you can miss them, but sometimes they can be annoying. Okay, it is the other half of the sword, so that'll be a decision for Phone.
Right. Either go with this go mode or try to find another item for a different go mode. And you know gate key is someplace. It has to be someplace accessible. But gate key could be on Mount Woe, with the accessibility being through Magus's castle.
So they could check Eris Dome, and they've got like a... I don't know how the math will work out exactly. 33% chance or something like that. Yeah, they are checking.
It's a quick check.
Yeah, it's not too fast, so...
Yeah, because there's still Grand Leon, Robo's Ribbon.
Yep. Gate Key and Clone.
Yeah, and Moonstone, turn that into Sunstone is 1.
Yep. Yep. They need Gate Key for that, because they have to have access to 65 million BC to do the full Moonstone check. So
Reptide Layer, which you need Gate Key for, then...
Yep.
Here. And... Mount Woe.
Yep. See, I don't know who's got that math brain that could figure out the percentages of what's the chance that either a gate key or, a clone is in this dungeon that fast.
We're at 50%. This is like either gate key here or someplace else.
That's true. I guess if it's just looking for gate key, I guess it is just 50%. So I guess that's not that bad. Yeah. That's easy math.
Right.
Sometimes I try to think about it while I'm playing, and I'm just like, I can't. My brain. If I know it's like only 1 or 2 things left, but I've learned my lesson gambling too much.
Mian taking out Rust Tyranno, getting his hero medal. And
that was him, I wouldn't love that.
That was a look of, I don't like this.
Yeah, I'd feel the same way.
I'm traveling through time too much, but not in the correct way.
Yep. Good thing is it's fast.
It is. Like, the slowest part is doing the time travel bit.
That's definitely something, too, that I don't have down that I think a lot of other handful of really good top writers have, is knowing, like, minimizing the amount of time that you're time traveling. Just, like, maximizing your checks and movement and stuff.
Right, and between that and going into the menu.
Yep, that too, for sure. Classic JRPG menuing in a speedrun. Mian just kind of laughing and shaking his head.
Right.
Guessing they'll probably go back to the future now too and look around. Yep.
There's like no other way for them to go.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember what they've done and what he's. Yeah, you're right. This is what's left. Because they don't have Prism Shard yet. Yeah.
Right. The Prism Shard was in Geno Dome.
It was Geno. That's right.
And I'm pretty sure Mian's gonna skip Geno and go through Factory. The phone getting through his Son of Sun fight that Mian is gonna be getting up to here in a couple minutes.
Yeah, so talking before about like who's ahead, who's behind, well, if for example, if they're both about to get Gate Key right here, like they're on pretty similar pace, like they're not that far behind each other, you know, they just happen to get here at the same time. Catch this rat. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Get him, get him, get him. Get him. No! That dang rat.
Got him earlier, which is all you need is that text box to.
Yeah, you only got to get it the one time. You actually don't want to talk to it a second time. It just gets in your way. You outspeed it.
And you can catch it at the very top of the girders. It's frame perfect.
Oh, can you really? Oh, I didn't even know that.
It's supposedly slower by a little bit because you run into the rat quicker coming down.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
It's more for memes than all of that stuff.
Sure. Yeah, it's a fun little thing. Doopsicle, Power Tab, Anhel, Mega Elixir. That's nice.
And depending on Go mode, Mega Elixir is almost required.
Yeah, can be. There are some you know, menu glitch skips, or not skips, but menu glitches you can do between those final boss fights that some are easier and some are harder to pull off, but you can heal between if you get them right.
Yeah, and it's more the Zeal fight that you'd want the Mega Elixir for.
Yeah, you really want one there because she'll set you down to 1 HP.
Yeah, the Son of Sun fight is just find the correct flame after it spins and shuffles them, hit that flame 10 times, and fight is done.
Yep, always the same. Just gotta find where it is. Okay, we're gonna get this check here. It is the Grand Leon. We're just playing Legacy of Cyrus right now, aren't we?
Yes. Well, minus Magus, but
Oh, that's
yes.
true, yeah.
No, and I'm laughing because I rolled the seed.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes, I did. and we, as commentators, and I'm sure Phone has sussed out where the gate key is.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Ooh, and Phone is maybe just gonna go to Factory here. Okay. So, now correct me if I'm wrong on this too, right? But if you go through, from the serial, thank you, thank you. If you go through Magus's castle and go to Zeal, you get access to the end of time, right?
Yes, you do.
So you don't have to do Factory here, but Phone's probably doing it just to gain those tech points through Magus's castle. But you could just go through Magus's castle, not care about it, and then do end of time after and gain your tech points through Ocean Palace. So I don't know what's the right call there.
And the right call is however you feel like doing it.
Sure,
Like-
yeah.
Like for me, I'd be very happy with a frog like that. And then going through Magus's castle. Ayla in the future. Ayla Robo Frog.
Is like with optimal, movement and everything, right? Is factory into Woe to getting gate key into Tyranno Lair, is that faster than just doing Magus's castle?
I do not know.
That's a lot.
This is something I will never try to time.
Yeah.
And different people will have different times because Magus's castle has skips and stuff some people aren't able to do. Also, the bosses along the way can mess things up.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. I would think maybe just Woe into Tyranno's Lair, but the fact that we're doing Factory as well, or just Factory, but I don't know. Because he might still just go Woe. Got some great Chrono Trigger music happening here on the left as well. Listen to it while we can before it's gone. Oh, I hit the bug! Oh no.
Oh no. Like, you can run from the bugs, or you can take the fight and see what they drop even.
That's true. Sometimes you just to see what the drop is, but...
Yeah.
Hey Nate, welcome to the chat. Glad you're here.
Welcome to my amazing mess.
Yep. Baku's seed rolling.
Gate is on Woe. Phone already went through the Geno Dome. We know where the other sword piece is.
Yep. It's at Snail Shop.
Geno Dome has the... Well, let's kind of break it down.
Yep.
Thomas Pop was found to lead to something...
Oh gosh, now I gotta put him in the spot to try to remember.
I don't remember either, which is fine.
Someone in chat might.
But Prism Shard and Geno Dome led...
Yep.
What did that lead to again?
Prism Shard was from Geno Dome, and the Prism Shard gave the Grand Leon, right? No, wait.
No, Grand Leon, Mian just got.
What was the Prism Shard?
Sword piece?
Was it Dreamstone?
Oh yeah, the sword piece.
Oh, that's right. It was the sword piece. Yes. Prism Shard was Broken Sword. Yeah, Mian doesn't know that yet. Phone does. That's what it is. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, Mian just gonna skip Geno Dome, saying, I don't want any of that mess.
Mm-hmm.
This is already messy as it is.
So Phone about to go here to end of time. We will see a little blue goblin Specchio.
Where was the Dreamstone again? The red rock thing.
That's a great question. I gotta start writing these things down or remember. Zinni Bridge? Okay. Was it the bridge? Oh yeah, Wayfaring Fox just said bridge. Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, Mian must have noped out of it or something back then.
I think so. Yeah, always good to just know, like, the common ones being Zenny Bridge and Snail Shot, which is like checking them, knowing what they are, but then knowing to go back to them if necessary.
Right, and you just, as a runner, you have to remember to go back to them.
Yep. I think all of us have probably missed that once or twice. With the new beta, with Prism Shard, I guess, you could do that too, you know?
Right, you can.
If you like saw that it was a Robo's ribbon and you didn't have Robo, you could be like, nope, not going there.
Or you could just say no to it anyway, just because
whatever
it doesn't lead to anything.
Yep. Owen finally cashing it on tabs. All that power for Ayla. Really making sure they were committing to this team before they did it. I didn't see what those... I saw... What was it? Provoke on Marl? I didn't see what the other one...
Right. Provoke and...
Frog. I didn't see what Frogs was next. Hopefully, hopefully Leap Slash is not far away. It'd be nice.
Yeah, Leap Slash, one of his better techs to learn.
What's,
so well.
What is Dropkick the one with Leap Slash and Ayla? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Dropkick, yeah. Pretty good.
Yep. Dropkick, Leap Slash, and Triple Kick.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Where... I guess... Phone going to Woe. Prop... Committing. Yep, yes they are. Because they know that it's gate key. And just saying, not doing Vegas.
Yeah.
And it's not too bad. Again, if you do all the skips, and even if you if you run away from some of the fights, I don't know if Phone's gonna want to do a little grinding here, or if they're just gonna run.
I'm thinking Phone's just gonna rush up and wanting to be done because he's done so much.
Yes, as is often the case when you're an attorney or you're in a race, and you're playing like this, you could feel like I'm so behind. You just don't know, but you often have that feeling that he's just gonna go as fast as he can, skip everything.
And being an hour, almost 27 minutes in,
yeah,
not
it
in
feels
go
late.
mode yet.
It feels late. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some runners that have been done at about the hour 30-minute mark. Yeah, and that is something else you have to take into accountability is what you needed for go mode.
That's true. It's sometimes, yeah, you're depending on what's your team comp and like which version of go mode are you going for and what do you need. Yeah, that can make a decision for sure.
Yeah, and like because that pendant was kind of early, you could have just gone straight to factory into Woe.
Oh yeah, yep. I've seen that done. That's for sure. That's an option. I don't always go straight to Woe, but sometimes I do like just going straight to factory, depending on the team that I've got. After I check who's in future, and just be like, okay, I want my magic right now.
Right. Yeah. Just get the magic, get that unlocked, and take that hit of maybe the gate key was easier to get someplace else.
Yep.
And this tournament is for the SGLIVE online portion.
Yeah, honeydew. We're like, I don't know, we're halfway in, maybe? So there's still a lot of tournament to go. You know, we still got a few more weeks of this going on, so still a lot to watch. There'll be matches. There's already a bunch scheduled for the rest of this week, so... Yep, and Phone just doing skips and running away from everything.
Yeah, he's committed with this team too.
There is a part of me that would think for... if I was me, and I don't know, like, do I need to unlock magic for Marl because she's got, haste and ice 2 and re-raise? Like, that feels pretty good. But I'm guessing they're doing it. I mean, maybe they're doing it because they want to get woe, or they really want those extra couple things.
Well, for Frog as well.
And yeah, unless they're skipping back to Frog, that's true. They might be changing team again. That could be it. I kind of thought they were just going to stick with Robo and Ayla, but maybe they'll have a little variety.
Yeah, like Robo, Ayla, Frog is a very strong team.
Yeah. I know myself. Sometimes this little Specurum can be a pain in the butt if you don't do it exactly right.
Yeah, mian making sure he's hitting those corners.
Hit the corners. Yep, that's the key thing.
Yeah, and you have to touch the door as well. And what I think might have happened is when you went back to the door, you might have messed it up on that first pass. But you have to start at the door, then go to the corner, and then not skip anything going around, and not moving to another spot.
We got Zombo over here.
That time it looked like he went around the door. And opening the door can make this even harder to do.
I know, it can be a pain sometimes. You get caught on it and whatever. So,
yeah.
They need fire or lightning for the bottom there, which they don't have. So instead, they just go physical damage.
Right.
It's fire and lightning on the bottom, shadow and water on the top. Otherwise, you just gotta just hit them hard.
Yep. Yeah, triple kick does hit hard.
Not too long there. That was pretty quick. Nice amulet and a sight cap. Provoke, life 2, heal. I think I saw heal there on Frog as well, which is real nice. Full party heals are always good.
And then guaranteed gatekeep because it can't be anything else.
They know what they've been doing ever since they went to Factory. This is just the path. Yeah, and kind of like what we said there, mian following in their path, going up, whoa. Might be doing a quick little bio break there.
An hour 30 in, yeah. It doesn't surprise me too much.
Yeah. And they're doing the same thing because they knew where to go, going to Factory, checking woe. They didn't do as many checks as Phone, but they'll know they'll get Gatekey here, and they know where Dreamstone is. So again, not that far behind, just one dungeon behind, basically.
Yeah, and time can be made up in the pathings. It's never over until it is over.
Although, it doesn't look like they went back to Frog, so they are just still doing Robo and Ayla.
Yeah, he might have unlocked magic for Frog to see what the next tech was and
Yep.
figure out if it's worth it or not.
The fact that he's also running Robo with, I think he has Heal Beam already. I'm pretty sure I saw Heal Beam on him, so The next thing I think Frog was getting was heal, so it's like, don't need that.
Yeah. And when I figure out my party comps, I think of the dual techs that are available with the party.
Sure, that's a big part of it. Although Frog is real tempting when you've got Hero Metal and Grand Leon, which they both have, so like, it's... I'd almost want to go back to him too. I can understand why.
Yeah, Frog with Ayla just hits super hard as long as Frog gets his Leap Slash.
But yeah, that's the thing is you don't know. Leap Slash could be his last tech, and it could be a long ways away. I just don't know.
Mian starting his Mount Woe climb.
Yeah, I wonder if it's the same thing here of just skipping and like running from absolutely everything. I don't know.
I might get some chests that are on the way where I don't have to do extra run from fights.
Yep. Charming a little bit here. I definitely don't charm a lot. So I wonder, maybe I should charm more. I don't know. And phone doing some more looting.
Like if you know you can get better gear or you could use better gear, charming is not terrible.
Yeah.
It's just that animation.
Yep.
And charm can miss.
That's true.
So if you do the double charm, I think that can still miss, but regular charm has a 70% chance of charming, and that's equivalent to doing the dual charm with the charm top on in the vanilla game.
Oh, okay. That's good. I didn't know that, yeah. But double charm with Ayla and Marl won't miss because it's a dual tech.
I think it can still miss.
Oh, can it still? Oh, okay. So even though most all dual techs can't miss, that one can, just for some reason? Is that right?
Right.
Okay.
And we got Terra Mutant on phone side.
Yeah. Does Ayla have Tailspin yet? I don't think she does.
I don't think so.
It's just Glacier time. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, phone would be using it.
Yeah, for sure. So it's just Glacier time.
Yeah, Tailspin in the Rando, it's a single target, non-elemental magic attack.
Sometimes making Ayla a mage can work out if you just give her magic tabs. She ends up doing non-elemental damage on everything. It is a path you can do.
Me and rubbing it on corners, getting skips.
Oh, and jumped on real quick through this as well, and showing how Tyranno Lair can be pretty quick if you know all the skips. Definitely one that I had to try to learn when I was first getting into this too, because like there's a lot of fights in here if you don't know what you're doing, and it can become real fast.
And even the vanilla speed run really only gets into one fight multiple times just to level up.
Do they do it here on Tyranno Lair? Is that where they do it? Okay. Which fight is it?
It's the fight just before Nisbel 2.
Okay, that one outside on the path. Okay.
It's quick, easy, and then there's a save point right after before the Nisbel 2 fight to heal up again.
Sure. Yeah, we don't traditionally see people using that one here in the Rando. Often it's people doing it on the Ocean Palace on the elevator, not the elevator, the stairs. When it's a little more of an endgame one.
Yeah, because most of the time we're strong enough to get through these fights.
Is there a decently good grind spot in either Death Peak or Ocean Palace? Is it
No,
those little chomper dudes on Death Peak? Or no, not even.
not even.
Not even.
With the Black Omen Go mode, you can easily get like 10 some levels.
Just by doing normal fights.
Yeah. Yeah, you can easily get up to level 30 or even more by doing the non-skippable fights and the bosses.
Yeah. Yep, that's why it's a final dungeon level stuff. Owen just making pretty quick work here of Tyranno. And me and about to finish up Woe doing their boss fight. A couple more tabs to dump. A little magic into Robo.
Yeah, then Mian still has bridge to do to...
Yes, yes. Should be pretty quick, but still has to do it. Big dino. A big skeleton. I guess I wonder, like, what, you know, Zombar and Red Knight are a skeleton of. Some Cyclops-looking thing with wings. I'm a big fan of Akira Toriyama and all of his goofy artwork. He did a lot of stuff for this whole game.
Yeah, both of them appear in the same era.
Yeah. They do. So it's probably some race of something or other, you know, from a couple 100 years before. Okay, what's in this shop? We got amulets, prism dress, silver stud. Alright, I'm gonna do a bunch of selling here.
Yeah, the only guaranteed item in this shop is the amulets.
The amulet, yep. Buying a prism dress, buying 2 of them, and that was most of the money. Yep, just 2 prism dresses. Equipping a sight cap. I think. A couple hyper ethers.
And we don't know what the final obstacle would be, and we didn't... Even if we
that's
did
true.
see what an obstacle was, it wouldn't be the final obstacle.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't seen a lava spawn yet. Or do any of the mutants have the same? Or no, am I making that up? Terra does, okay.
Terra does. But before you can get to the shops, the obstacle would be a weaker version. Or a non... Like, it can't be stopped.
Yeah.
Or another effect that you would really need to have status protection for. But the lavos are after the shops. Then the status effects can be stopped or something very, very bad.
Yes. Can screw you up sometimes.
And we got Red Knight.
Oh, yeah, the other one.
Yeah.
The other skeleton dude. Using that water and ice magic to lower its defense and have a, like, kick it. Doing almost 2100 damage. Feels nice. Fully beefed up Frog.
Frog being able to crit even more.
Kind of doing it looks like half and half there a little bit. Ugh. A little bit more magic so she can do that one more time. This might... Oh, kick in the middle. Getting that experience off. I can't remember exactly how that works. You lose tech points and experience if you don't end up killing the middle, but I don't remember how much it is.
It, like, you get whatever it would be, I think, and then killing the middle doubles it.
Okay, so someone remind me here. Was Dreamstone on the bridge? I thought that's what it was. And I thought Mian would know that, but it looks like Mian's checking Moonstone instead.
Mian cannot check Moonstone without the Prism Shard.
Maybe they're just setting up for it? I don't know. But I think if they would know... I think they can just go get Dreamstone on the bridge and be in go mode, right?
Well, that check was over an hour ago, and Mian might have forgotten about it.
It's possible. Yeah, I don't know. Or thought that they did it or something.
Right.
There's so much to keep track of, right? Like, it's so... There's a lot of different little things going on.
Right, like Mian did buy the item, but then it's like, what did I not do? And on our trackers, we do have bosses on the side, but with Boss Rando, it can get kind of confusing because it's vanilla boss location that lights up, or the vanilla boss of the location.
I can't remember myself either. It was an hour and a half ago. I think they went and checked Bridge. I'm pretty sure they did.
Right.
And I think they just noped out. But maybe they didn't. I mean, I can't remember exactly. But they'll see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're good. They know. They might have just forgotten.
Yeah, there's a Dreamstone.
Yeah. And even if they did forget, like, that was only a couple minutes. Like, that wasn't a huge deal. They're like, oh yeah, that's where it is.
Yeah, and the clone could be on, or in Reptile later.
That's true. You know, if they really like doing Black Almond instead. Yeah.
And then Robo's Ribbon would be on the Sunstone turn-in.
Yeah, I guess it'd be either clone or...
Yeah, clone
Ribbon
or
would be the two.
Ribbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we now know the full seed. I guess we did once we figured out they were going to WoW, but...
We know it enough.
Yeah. Yep, and Phone getting one of the skips there on the stairs as well, and just cruising here, just trying to go for the end. Also got that cool alternative battle music here on me inside on the bridge. Pretty fun. We can change that in our seeds for Death Peak and for Zen and Bridge. Coming up on a somewhat infamous set of encounters here in the Ocean Palace, but if you've got the right setups, it's not a big deal. But these Flyclops elementals can be a pain in the butt. He needs 62 more for Frog Squash and 300 more for Dino Tail. So I'm thinking he's just going to do one or two of these fights to get the experience he needs. And then he'll have enough for Frog Squash. I can't remember how many techs you get from all these fights.
I don't know if he will.
Yeah.
Frog Squash. But me and learning why water is not good against Slash by doing that 0-point ice toss.
Yep. All elementals are reduced, but water is 0.
And that's a lore thing because Slash and Frog are rivals.
Yep.
So Frog's element doesn't work on Slash.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. We like our little lore things. And even if he does get Frog Squash here, he's not going to have low HP for it. So he might just be powering through these fights instead.
And with
he
Frog,
did. He did get it. I just don't know how much damage it'll do with him being at like 500. It won't do very much.
It'll do very little.
Yeah. There is a spot up there on the stairs where you can intentionally just lose a bunch of HP real quick, where it shoots fireballs at you, and that's oftentimes what people can do. And then you just got to make sure you're fast enough to get the move off before you get hit. Had that happen before.
Yeah, like I'll wait on some speed tabs and then make sure that person has one more speed than everyone else. So we'll see how he deals with this fight.
Yep, we've got Tailspin, we've got regular ice, and then we've got just frog hitting things, probably. Oh, does she not even have regular ice? Oh, I guess she doesn't. Never mind. So probably just taking out 4 of them and then using water 2 or ice 2 on the other blue ones. Ice is Marl's last. Yeah, yep, great. Ice and frog, leap slash it looked like. Some last little bit of shopping here for Mian before we go into go mode. Any shelters or revives or any last minute weapons.
Yeah, and this is when I typically do my shopping is like, I need shelters.
Yeah, so you never shop at the beginning, but you do shop here before you go to go mode. Is that usually what you do?
Yes, that is.
Okay. Yep.
Like I might dip into a shop quick early and see about mid-tonics and ethers.
When there's these other modes like hard items or gear rando, is there a reason for you then to want to go into shops?
With hard items, we start with less money.
So that's true.
Even more incentive for me to not go in shops.
Sure, okay. That makes sense.
And since I'm already not used to going into shops, I'm advantaged.
There you go. Yeah.
And then charm becomes even better because you can just charm items off of enemies and bosses.
That's a good point. Yeah. It's true.
And then that one spot in 600 AD to get that free shelter becomes better as well.
Taking the speed belt off of Marl to give them a amulet instead.
All right, here's my one gift with the seed.
Double
golem boss.
We'll take it. Yeah, people should be saying thank you to you, Aku, instead of giving you crap all the time. Thank you, you're welcome.
Me and not looting much, just going because we're about 2 hours in. Now going into go mode on his side.
Yeah, and the runners cannot, see what the other players are doing. They cannot hear the commentary. They can't do anything like that. But I guess the one piece of information they can see is the speed game room, and they can see if someone else is done. But that's it. So all they know is it's still a race. Gotta go fast. And there's a lot of tricky little skips here in Tyranno as well. You gotta know which buttons to push and which tiles to go down, and there's lines you gotta step on, and it can be kind of a pain sometimes to know them all.
It can be, and Jets might have, or it did get a lot more fights to be runnable.
Yeah,
we gotta go fast.
Yeah, it's just to make it, a little bit quicker. Like that one, you can go, but you can push A at just the right time to get through that door without, triggering the fight. Tight little window there. But some of those extra fights you can just run from. Alright, well, Phone coming in here on a couple of our final Lavos fights. And taking down our last mutant. We know he'll be the last mutant. Yeah, the last rando fight being double golden boss. Not too bad. We'd like to see that. Pretty easy.
Yeah. You have to give them a little bit of reprieve from everything else in the seed.
I'm guessing Phone is feeling pretty okay with their equipment, attack, and level set up against Lavos here. I don't think they're feeling too afraid.
Yeah, I guess Lavos right now, it should be feeling good. It's still a fight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, phase 3 can still be a pain depending on what it phases into and what time area it's in. But I think they're feeling okay. Everybody's got barrier up. That feels real nice.
Again, an obstacle is lock.
Which is a pain, but not terrible.
Right. A quick heal will take care of it. Or a kiss from Ayla.
A kiss from Ayla. Or Cure 2, right? Won't Cure 2 do that as well?
Yes, Cure 2 would do that as well.
Yeah. We've got the full, status healing team right now. Me taking out that mutant. Getting Cure Touch, which can be sometimes situationally really good if you don't have Heal Beam, I think. Right? Or does that one use Heal Beam? Can't remember.
I do not remember.
I think Cure Touch uses Cure Beam, and so if you get Cure Touch, that can heal the party. So sometimes you can have that full party heal if you need to. One of those dual attacks that does heal everybody. Correct me. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's true. It's a lot of dual text to remember. And triple text too, and you don't see them all the time. Alright, so Phone going into the final fights here. Lavos 2 and then Lavos 3. Mean get them to save off before Tyranno. Couple more tough skips here to get. And once they go out of this room. Go down. Get that one.
Cure Touch uses Cure 2 and Heal Beam.
Oh, it does use Heal Beam. Okay. So I was wrong about that. Okay. So it's basically just better Heal Beam. Right. I think I'm thinking of the one that you use. Gosh, I don't know which one I'm thinking of. There's Aura Whirl, that's Chrono and Morrow. And there's another one with Kiss that does
Slurp Kiss with.
There you go.
Bug.
That's that. I think that's what I'm thinking of. That one's Slurping Kiss. The boomerang's coming out.
Yeah.
Sometimes that can be rough if levels, hits the same person twice, or that'll take out pretty much anybody.
Phone trying to take out some of the middle of Lavos' HP.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing that we forget about sometimes, is that that one move is Ayla's Tailspin can go through defense. So you don't have to take care of the arms before you take care of the head. I've never done this strategy.
You just have to be fast with Ayla. Because if the right arm will heal the middle.
Yeah, yeah. For like 900 or something.
Yeah, like one of these attacks, it'll heal it by...
Yeah, so if you can do this fast, and you can heal your team and not get boomeranged to death, and not have the right arm heal it enough. Oh, yeah, wavering foxing. Is it only when there's one arm? That might be true. If that's the case, it's only when there's one arm though the heal.
That could be.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, so maybe this is just the faster way to go. Ayla's pretty quick. Speaking of quick, we got mian's side of the team over here. Everyone's got haste. We got Team Red and Team Green here on our dueling screens. Team Fast and Team Barrier.
Yeah, phone not letting it do the obstacle either because both arms are up. So this might even be a safer way of going through this fight.
Yeah, I honestly don't know if it's faster, but it does seem pretty safe. You know, you just sit there and the other two people heal. There we go. I did it. Both bosses stopping at the same time. Okay, a speed belt and a silver stud. I don't know if they're going to try to re-equip any of that, but they'll certainly try to get this menu glitch off here. I will say, personally, Gold Stud, my favorite item in the whole game. I love not being able to have to worry about MP.
I more do the glass cannon thing and say more power.
More power, yeah. I mean, obviously, prism specs and things like that are also amazing.
Right. But yeah, like being able to do the thing more often can be more powerful too.
Yeah. Yep. Got those heals off, got some more MP, back to their team. We were in final fight mode for phone here. So, okay. Question, does Tailspin also work on left bit of Lavos, or right bit of Lavos as well? Will it go through defense?
It should, but you're also looking at 20,000 points of damage.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And taking out this middle bit first, definitely a good idea. Couple last limited shopping things from mian as well before they move on to Zeal. The middle bit is gone on phone side.
I like right now, before right bit lowers the defense, would be a good time to test that.
Yeah, you might have gotten that one extra turn off. I don't know. I wasn't sure if Marl had done haste yet, and there it is. They were just they were taking out the middle bit first, and now we're hasting up. And we're just gonna kick. Bummer that we don't have Leap Slash, but we've got Grand Hero Frog, so that still feels pretty good.
Yeah, the 2,000 some point triple kicks are gonna be really good anyway.
Yeah, 20,000 HP. So you need about, she's probably about 9 of those total, if that's all they're doing.
And then once in a while, Frog coming in with.
Yep. Oh yeah, and then we get some Glacier. Glacier's, yeah, 23. That's nothing to sneeze at either. Confident enough now to just keep wailing and kill that left bit before defense comes back up. Or we just go for the middle. Yeah. Playing it a little bit safer. I like that.
Yeah, so sometimes you just have to play safe because if that defense comes up, you have to take out another bit anyway.
Yeah. We like seeing big numbers. And haste is helping out a lot here. Just, we're not seeing Lavels being able to get off very many moves. Because Lavels can hit like a truck.
Yeah, speed is the stat you want really high.
Frog did go down here, but we're going to be just fine, I think.
Oh yeah, we're fine. We got life 2.
Feels good. Got a couple elixirs, got life 2. We're not worried. Okay, I think Mian feels ready to go now. Oh, gonna get that last tab, I think.
The other room.
Yep, other room. There we go.
The speed tab right here.
Speed tabs are good. And there goes the Mega Elixir on phone side. We're at full power. Defense is shut off. I'm thinking this will be the last round of hits coming here before any other bits come back, or they have to worry about killing any other bits. Looks like it. GG's for phone.
Put in those GGs for phone in chat. And Mian is seeing Red Knight.
Yep, Ret Knight here. Gonna try to zoom through Ocean Pass probably as fast as they can, and then they'll be happy to see that double golem, I'm sure. Like golem boss. Yeah, great on phone. I don't know if phone's gonna jump in here to want to talk and interview a little bit. Assuming they might, but I don't know.
And we'll see here in a sec.
They just wanna they're speeding through, yeah.
Yeah.
They just wanted to get to the parade. They want to get that ending credit music going. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah, Mian taking out Red Knight.
Yeah, this middle part will run away if you just let it. You know, you can kill it or you can just kind of let it go. You don't get as much experience or tech, but it's gone now. Still get a little bit. Yay, fireworks. Woo. GG's again for phone. Good job. The black energy grows. Me and running around to get these buttons. Show my way through here. Silver stud.
Yeah, me and going through Ocean Palace, grabbing stuff.
There's this little secret hidden chest just south of here in this room, in like a space that you can't see. There's a door into, and there was a seed I ran a couple weeks ago where I felt kind of low on my equipment and everything. I got to Ocean Palace pretty early, and I decided to loot Ocean Palace a little bit more. And I found a prism spec. So I was like, well, I like that chest now for just forever.
Yeah, and I believe that chest is ranked higher because it's harder to get to, or it's longer to get to.
Mm-hmm. I figured that was the case. I didn't know exactly how all the tiering works for all the chests, but I was like, I'm betting there's some good stuff in Ocean Palace if I just look for it. And I did, and it helped a lot. Okay, so I should check here now. Does Mian have Dino Tail? I can't remember. Because that would be helpful here for them doing this the way that phone did not have access to.
Yeah, me and getting both counterattacks because he didn't take them out.
Or just maybe thought that Ice 2 was gonna, or Water Ice 2 would be good enough, would just take out this team, but...
Yeah, and with a powerful Luca, Fire 2 is good enough to take this fight out.
Dino Tail for all of these just might be the way to go. There we go. Got it. I think that might be what I do. If Shock and Ice 2 are just not going to be good enough, I think I would just Dino Tail all these fights.
Yeah, and the best way to get Dino Tail doing better is put a gold earring on Ayla.
Oh, sure, because then it'll do even more damage because there's less. I didn't even think about that. That's a good call. I usually just think about those earrings for Crisis Arm, but no, that totally makes sense for Frog and Ayla too.
Yeah, like, have her take some damage, put a gold earring on her, don't mess with her HP, and let her have fun.
Just let it rip, yeah.
Yeah, same thing with the Frog Squash with Frog.
Yep, yeah. I like Marl just running off in the distance here, sad by a tree, and Chrono's dead and never came back. The end. That's how the story ends.
Yeah, that Shock putting in good work as well on me inside.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Shock just a little bit better than Ice 2 here.
Yeah, now we got the fireballs going.
Yep.
Took it a sec.
Yep. Now, how would you know if you're low enough for Ayla's Dino Tail to be good here?
I'd be looking at a little bit under 200, so that way she can take a hit if something goes wrong.
If something goes wrong. Okay.
But my test would be this fight, and I'm looking at doing over 1,000 points of damage with the Dino Tail.
Because if you're doing 1,000 with Dino Tail, you'll be confident enough that you'll do feed for the Flyclops dudes.
Right.
Which they have like 200 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, but really high defense.
Right. Yeah.
But then I also try to get Ayla to go first, so that way I can quickly get into her menu and get her doing her attack. Because if you're moving around in the menu, you're giving the enemies time to do things.
Yep. And don't make the mistake that I've made here too every once in a while. I haven't in a long time, but they'll like get Ayla or Frog down to low HP and then just instinctively go to the save spot and use a shelter, and you're like, oh shoot.
It happens to everyone.
Yep. Yep, just use some tonics, use whatever you need. Don't use a shelter.
Or because she's on the top spot, you give her a tonic anyway.
Yeah, I had to remember that too, is that the person getting hit by the fireballs has to be the person who's in your first party slot. Did we hear it all from phone? Were they able to come, or are they not able to talk?
He needs a few minutes.
Oh, sure. Totally fine.
Yeah, and that's understandable after doing everything.
Yeah, it's exhausting. I unfortunately have a little bit of a cutoff by about 3 o'clock here, so I'm hoping Mian can make it there by then. But I might have to jump off here on commentary, but if we don't get there by 3.
No, that's fine.
Or I'm on 3 Central Time, but yeah. The infamous elevator. Now this elevator always has the same amount of fights, right? But the Black Omen one can be random.
Right. This is set to being these fights. The Black Omen ones is random from 0 to all 3.
And is that true on both? There's 2 elevators, right?
All of them on that side, yes.
Yeah, that's right. Dino Tail. There aren't summons in this game the way that there are in, like other Final Fantasies, but you're basically summoning a dinosaur. I don't know of any dinosaur summons.
Frog.
And a giant frog, yeah. That makes me think a little bit more Naruto, but this was long before Naruto. This one just summons a dinosaur.
And it's not the whole dino, it's just a tail.
Yep. Just like a portal that opens above your head and just a giant T-Rex tail just comes smashing down on everything. This is a tough skip. You can try to run out of it. You gotta kind of like hug the line of the carpet a little bit, and that's almost the easier part. And you get there, and you gotta click the button, and then you gotta do this weird like walk and then run around. It's kind of a tough one, but you can just run from them.
Right. And if they are dropping something good, it's not bad to get into the fight here again.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you get behind them, and then it's like walk, hug. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah, you walk, you press, like on that side, you press left, and then you can press down and then start running again.
And then book it before it actually starts, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those that you have to practice for a little bit to figure out how it works.
For sure. Yeah, I've been trying to learn what all these skips are. I think I at least know how to do all of them conceptually, maybe not execution-wise, but like just learning what all of them have been like. It's just cool to see. Oh, there's all these different things to learn. It's real fun. Was that just re-equipping a speed belt? Is that what I saw? I think so.
Yeah, it's probably like, of course, it's going to be an easy boss right here. After all that trouble.
I was waiting for him to twin charm it, see if there was something cool there.
And bosses generally have better equipment to charm.
Yeah, that's what I've learned, or at least what I've experienced anyway.
And one thing to do to check is make a seed and then download the spoiler log, because when you download it, you can see all of the charm.
Oh,
stuff
sure.
too.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Like which enemies in that seed would give you what from the charm.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I've ever done that before. That totally makes sense. Like, I've looked at the spoiler logs after I've done the seeds, but never for the charms. That's really cool.
Yeah. And if you just view the spoiler log on the website, it doesn't give you that much information. It just tells you where the characters are and where the key items are.
The key stuff, yeah. But the full text download. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Lord Batsy just putting a good point there in the chat too. That's like they don't spawn in exactly the same spot as the regular golems, so they're not as close, and you can't do AOE effects like, you know, Fire Sword 2 and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that
Glacier hits things that are close by too, doesn't it?
if they're close enough, but it's like a short wave AoE.
Glacier's pretty small. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I think that was changed to spread out the twin spots so that way you can't just do that quickly.
Oh, that was done intentionally. Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Mian going into final Lavos fights here. Yeah, and again, a different setup, different composition from our last team with phone, but I think they're still going to be okay. Mia knows what they're doing. Big, angry bug shell monster thing. And again, for those who are fans of Akira Toriyama, like me, and his artwork, a lot of this stuff, it's really noticed that his like final versions of enemies and things are often much more like sleeker designs. You know, the first phases are sometimes a little bit more grotesque or over the top or bulky or whatever. But you know, like the final Lavos fight kind of echoes like a Final Frieza or a Final Perfect Cell or something like that, where it's just a little more toned down and sleek and a different type of intimidating as opposed to this monstrous look we've got going on here.
And now Mia knows what obstacle is.
Yep. Those texts.
Yeah, Cure 2 to Ayla, Kiss to Robo, and
That Rain from the Heavens still does a good fair amount of damage. But if we can take this guy out before we have to worry about that again, it doesn't matter. I always love being able to see when there's a race happening and we get either like a different go mode or a slightly different like team composition. It's always fun to see like what the slight differences are.
Right, and that's one great thing about this rando is the three different go modes and 7 playable characters.
I know, it's just so cool. You know, like randos are such a fun concept to me in general, and Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite games of all time. I played it so much as a kid, but like knowing why this rando is so cool and all the different ways it could work out is just, I love it. I just want more people to learn about it, play it, and just enjoy the way that I enjoy it. So I just think it's so fun. If anyone else is in chat, so just listening and watching, is like, we have a really cool Discord. We have a lot of really cool just like beginner setups and guides and stuff, and just a really cool community of people that like to help out. And we mentioned it an hour or two ago now, but there's a Gato Cup going on that just got announced again, which is kind of like a learn how to play, you know, where you have a mentor program with that, and new players can come in and learn and help each other out, learn the game. So if you're interested, check it out. Always welcome new people.
Getting through phase 1, and now he knows what obstacle is, so he can maybe change up some equipment.
Yeah, if they have that extra amulet, or the prism helm I think is on Marl. Might take some of those speed belts off. I don't know. Yep, putting on Ayla.
Sunshades on Marl.
For that glacier damage, yeah. Yep. Like that. Don't forget that last speed tab. Yep. Good call. Or glacier, Q-Toss, whatever it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep saying the wrong thing. And unfortunately, I have a little bit of a cutoff on time here. It is almost 3 o'clock. So I do unfortunately have to dip out of here. But it's been a pleasure doing commentating with you, Aku, and excited to be able to watch Phone and me and do this run.
Alright, and we'll watch me and finish this up.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll do great. I just gotta get running, so... More Jets of Time to come this week. More matches happening. I think in both the upper and lower bracket, actually, unless I looked at that incorrectly. But there's matches happening, so check it out. Check out all the other speed gaming stuff happening. And thanks for PT Slacker for helping and everyone else. Alright, I'm gonna peace out. Good luck to Mian. Thanks, Haku. It was a pleasure. It was a joy. It was a privilege to be able to do this with you.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys all later.
I'm gonna try to watch me and finish this up. Take out the arms. I got through Lavos 2. See if Mian gets that little menu glitch in between to be able to heal up his party before Lavos 3. Gonna do the heal beam. Heal up quicker this way. And then just have to feed everyone ethers. And now Lavos 3. Got middle bit out, so it's just going to be focusing all damage on that right bit. And Robo with a 9. So Uzi Punch should be doing amazing damage. $3,000 from the girls and $2,500 from Uzi Punch. Do this a few times and this fight will be done. And now's a good time as any to pop off that Mega Elixir. Get everyone their MP back. And should be finishing off right bit here soon. And there's right bit. Put your GGs in chat for me, Ian. Great showing. Hey, GG's, Mian.
Hi.
Hey, GG's.
Thanks.
So there's some chat that from PseudoArc, I think it was, or saying I'm the permanent seed roller from now on.
Yes, you know, always good there. Having Factory to Woe. I don't know if it was actually required. I guess did Phone end up doing Geno or?
He did do Geno, and that produced the prism shard into the other sword piece.
Okay, so I guess Woe wasn't required, but
Technically, no. So you obviously to get into prehistory, it was going to Woe.
yeah. Yep. No, I was actually hoping I'd find that other sword piece early because I accidentally bought the snail's top item and then couldn't buy shelters. And I was like, oh, well, I have Frog in one sword piece, so maybe I'll find the other sword piece quickly. And then obviously I did not and went on a giant tour of the world instead. But, you know, that's how it goes.
Yeah, Phone did everything as well, trying to find something. He got that sword piece and was like, nope, I don't want this go mode.
Sure. Yeah, did we ever figure out where the clone is? I guess it must be either Reptite Lair or the Moonstone.
Right, Reptite or Moonstone.
Yeah, so one or the other. Yeah, gosh, I got the gate key and then forgot that I knew where the Dreamstone was for a second and had to.
That's what we thought.
Yeah, I figured look at that and go, oh yeah, that. But yeah, no, I wish I'd gambled on Factor to Woe a little bit earlier. You know, as soon as Robo had Shock, I probably should have said like, let's go for it. But decided to play it a little safer, and that's how it goes, I suppose.
Yeah, like we were talking about maybe going to Factory early with the early pendant to do an early Woe play even.
Yeah. That would have been nice because it would have gotten that gate key quickly. I don't remember where the ruby knife actually came from in the end, but could have been a relatively fast, at least faster Tyranno lair. Gambled on that early, but
yeah, like to unlock magic, it was through Factory really.
It's really the only way. Yeah,
or make it go mode.
Yep, indeed. You know, or Tyranno, except that was behind Gatekeep, so of course not. But
yeah.
Yep. No, it was a fun seed, a little bit of a slog, but that's the way of it. And you know, GG Phone, I'm guessing he didn't jump in for an interview or anything, but yeah.
So how did you like the gift of golem bosses at the end?
Well, that was at least appreciated. You know, I checked my levels before even going into Kajar, I think, and saw, 28. So, okay, well, I guess I'll just go. At least saved that 9 on Robo for a little bit there. Was able to use it on Retinite, but didn't have much luck with keeping myself on top of the Crisis Arm. Had a number of times where I went, oh, I did not do any damage. Oh, right, I have it too. But
Right.
that's the way of it. It's doing those pretty powerful cube tosses by that point, so the golem bosses went down very quickly. And of course, they're easy anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, neither of you went back of Cathedral.
Yeah. I'm guessing Phone didn't go Dactyl either, so we don't know who's...
Right.
Or no, we do know who's there, because we know Magus must be on Dactyl, because I saw... Or Magus must be... No, I'm confused. Because Chrono is in the burrow.
Yeah, so it's either Magus and back of Cathedral or on Dactyl Nest.
Yeah,
Luca,
I have Luca marked for some reason. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for, hosting and commentating and all that. Been fun. I think I'm now out of the tournament, but that was sort of what I expected would happen here. And looking forward to watching everyone else's matches go down.
Right. Yeah, there's still a bit left. Like, we still have top 8 to go and the rest of this week.
Yeah, for sure. I think we've got Thursday and Saturday for the other two in this one, and then after that, in theory, should be top 8 stuff starting. So it should be exciting with the new flags and all that. But yeah, I think that's it for me anyway. So yep.
Yeah, and you did great with your runs.
No.
Just maybe some unlucky routing, but at rando.
Yep, rando. And Phone's a great runner, so I'm sure he was getting a lot of the checks done a bit faster than I was, and that's how it goes. So
yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, I should probably actually drop out here and get back to my day job and board and stuff like that. But,
all right.
Nice talking to you, and I'll be watching the rest of the tournament.
All right. Thank you, Mian. Have a great day. And thank you all for watching this production of Jets of Time. I'm Akuhai, signing off. Thank you all for coming in, and have a great day.